Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. And down in my lap, I was holding little Squeak. Little Squeak Jr. I sometimes call one of my other hamsters Fatty Grubs. She's not Fatty Grubs. Well, they are all Fatty Grubs. I call them all as an alternative name, Fatty Grubs. So, the Fatty Grubs was the name of a cat that worked in the first nursing home that I worked in. And cats and stuff are really good for residents to have, but they let one of the residents name the cat, and the cat was named Fatty Grubs. Kind of cool. Here you go, little one. She's a cutie, but she was running on her wheel when I took her out, so she wants to go back to running and stuff. She may go back to running, I don't know. She may just eat something. Oh, yeah. I poked her in the nose with a piece of bedding. I don't have a hamster cam. I think that'd be kind of cool. I should get a cage and a hamster. I mean, not a cage and a hamster. I've got cages and hamsters. Another camera so that I can have it just on the cage for like the 24-hour hamster cam, and then like have that running on Twitch or something. I don't know. Yes, I'm gonna start twitching. Or is Hitbox still out there? When I was partnered with Freedom for a while, I was partnered with Freedom for a year, and then I jumped ship to go to Machinima. Good choice on my part. Yeah, I'm smart sometimes. But I was with Freedom, and they partnered with Hitbox, and so for a while I was streaming on Hitbox. I don't even know if Hitbox is still out there. It may be. But I want to start streaming as soon as I can get software that'll work properly for streaming. I got software. The problem is up here. I need to be able to actually sit down. Floaty thing coming up, and you can hear my face. Just dust. But I've got the stuff. I just need to sit down and figure out how to do it. I know I can do it. It's just so hard to concentrate. When I try to concentrate, it makes me sleepy and it gives me a headache. It's really hard to concentrate on anything at all. If you're going to drink alcohol, please be very careful. Do not become an alcoholic. Not that it's your choice. You can't choose to become an alcoholic or not. And in fact, that was one big thing that I wanted to talk about, is my alcoholism and drugs and what happens. And, you know, alcoholism may seem so prosaic and simple and, why would this be dangerous? But alcoholism is worse than so many other drugs. And I'll let you know why I say that. Because if you're a cocaine addict or a heroin addict or a methamphetamine addict or any one of these drugs out there, if you're an addict just doing this stuff daily and then you stop cold turkey, even if you've been a heroin addict for years and years and years and you've stopped cold turkey, you're going to feel like you're going to die. But you're going to be okay. Now, within limits. I mean, people die from taking aspirin. People die from walking downstairs. I mean, we're good at dying for reasons we don't understand. So somebody's going to die of something. But on the whole, if you're a meth addict for years and you suddenly go cold turkey, or heroin addict and you go cold turkey, you're going to feel like you're going to die, but that's just because you're really sick as your body works the toxins out. But then you're going to be okay after that. Now, of course, the damage to your body might be too much and you may end up dying anyway. That happens. But on the whole, getting off of something isn't dangerous. You're going to feel horrible, but you're going to be okay. Alcohol is different. You go cold turkey from alcohol, you can die. You can die. It will, not will, but the possibility of it killing you is huge. When I went into rehab, they had to give me all sorts of benzodiazepines. You know, it's like Valium and all that, so that when I was detoxing off of alcohol, I wouldn't convulse and die. So that was fun. Alcohol, this thing that they sell just on the street, not on the street, you know, but it's, well, and we used to have beer trucks, and in other countries there's alcohol trucks where they go through and you can buy a big glass of alcohol just from the alcohol trucks. But alcohol is not a death-friendly substance. It can kill you faster than anything. I mean, just the fact that you can go in cold turkey off of it can kill you is terrible. And when they do studies on people after they've gotten clean and sober, like when they do studies on heroin addicts, they come back after 10 years to see how they're doing. Meth addicts, they come back after 10 years to see how they're doing. All these people, they check on them after 10 years to see how they're doing. With alcoholics, they check on them after 5 years to see how they're doing. 5 years? Why such a short amount of time? Well, they discovered that if they check on alcoholics at 5 years after they've gotten sober, there's people that they can check on to see how they're doing. Because if they go out to 10 years, all the alcoholics, statistically, all of the alcoholics have relapsed and died. Now, I've been sober since 2000. Now, I have fallen periodically. The shame is not in falling. The shame is in not getting back up. After my wife died, I drank for 4 months because I needed to kill the feelings. And after that 4-month period, I said, it's time, I need to feel, I need to stop. And I did. Thank goodness. But just in that 4-month period, my body was deteriorating badly. I'm not sure that I am safe from alcohol. I mean, periodically in my life, I have times when cravings are horrible. And at times like that, I wonder, am I centered? I wonder, am I actually going to be able to live a full life, or am I going to die? Because when 99% of everybody who's as much of an alcoholic as you are dies, and you're looking around at everybody who's been, even not as much of an alcoholic as you are, and they're all dead. I don't want to die, especially at 54. I don't want to die anytime soon, but there's a reason that alcoholics relapse and die, and it's alcohol, and it's terrifying, and I don't want to die, but boy, the cravings that I sometimes get are horrible. I cannot guarantee that I'm going to be sober my whole life. I'm sober now. I have been sober. I plan on being sober. But I don't know what's going to happen, and boy, I don't want to die. I mean, heroin addicts, meth addicts, cocaine addicts, fentanyl addicts don't live long enough to... Because fentanyl can kill you. I mean, fentanyl they make now is if you take enough fentanyl that you can even see the amount of fentanyl that you're taking, you're going to die. Fentanyl is... That one just kills you. So, don't take fentanyl. I mean, take fentanyl if it's prescribed to you. It's an amazing drug. It's both a hypnotic and more. And when I had an endoscopy when they put a tube down my throat. And to do that, they had to give me fentanyl as a hypnotic. So that I would be awake because they needed me to do things while they were shoving the tube down my throat and checking my stomach. I needed to be awake for that, but it's a horrible, horrible thing to have happen to you. So you need a hypnotic. Now, a hypnotic drug is just something that when it wears off, sorry about that, you don't remember anything. It's just boom. And so the funny thing is, I remember part of what happened beforehand is they gave me a bunch of fentanyl, enough fentanyl that it should have taken me out, but the doctor came in at one point and he said, he's still talking, give him more, and then turned around and left again, because when I'm on fentanyl, I talk, and I drove my wife crazy, the nurses crazy, until they finally gave me enough that they could get the job done. I mean, fentanyl works. If you have to take it, but don't abuse it, you'll die. Really, honestly and sincerely, it will kill you. It's not a joke. Of course, alcohol isn't a joke either. I mean, it will kill you too. So please, if you drink, be careful. Please be careful. I was an alcoholic, active alcoholic for 23 to 25 years. I started drinking when I was 12. Actually, I think I was even younger than that. So I probably been drinking longer than I even think. It's just I can't remember fully back then. I can only remember being about 12, and my parents had an alcohol, cabinet. Most people do. They have a liquor cabinet. They asked me to make drinks for them. That's what you did with your kids. Your kids were your quote-unquote slaves, and it's like they'd say, hey, can you go make me a drink? I'd go make them drinks. And then at night, I'd sneak down and myself, and so I started drinking at a very early age. So by the time I was in high school, I was pretty solid in my alcoholism. When I went into the Air Force, I was drinking heavily. And in fact, by the time I left the Air Force, even though I was having fun, I was massively drinking. What I did in the last couple months of my time in the service is, when I wasn't at work, I was sitting in front of my Commodore 64 computer, because I bought a VIC-20 in 1982, which was, one of the first home computers aside from like the Apple that was huge. But the VIC-20 only had 4 kilobytes of RAM, only 2 of which was usable for the home user. Not a very powerful computer, so I got a Commodore 64. And so since 1982, I've been playing with computers, and I've been using arcade machines in the arcades, and then I bought consoles when they came out. So I've been involved with computers and consoles since they came out. And when 1993, my Amiga 500 had stopped working. Yay. And so I had to buy an IBM compatible, and from then on I've been using IBM compatible computers. But I've been into electronics and all that since forever. Ugh, I got a fly in here. I have to keep my window open, otherwise it is blisteringly hot in here. And there's a forest just right out there. It's a small forest. It's a small patch of forest, and it's a fly factory out there. And so we don't have any screens in front of this window here, and so flies get in, and the cat sometimes gets in. It's not our cat. We can't have a cat here. No pets aside from hamsters and guinea pigs and all that. So when you see the cat, it's not the house cat. It's a cat that's, it's my cat in that it was just left by the previous people who owned the cat, and it just showed up on our door because they'd left it, and so we didn't want it to starve and die. And because I like cats, and she had adopted me before I had to leave for my last place. So when she showed up on our doorstep, it's like we can't just let her die. She's an older cat. So we feed her outside, and we let her in periodically, but she's not our cat. But, because hamsters. Guinea pigs downstairs too. But still, alcoholism, please, if you're going to drink, please drink carefully and responsibly. And if you feel that you are drinking too much and you can't stop, some commenters have said, I am drinking every night and I can't stop. Is there any hints, any tips, any pointers that you can give me? And I unfortunately don't have any. The only thing I can say is, you're kind of screwed if it comes to alcohol. In the United States, we have either, it's basically go to AA or do it on your own. And AA is a religious program. It's a 12-step program. Of those 12 steps, 10 are get right with God. The 2 remaining steps that aren't get right with God are go talk to everybody that you ever did things wrong to and beg for forgiveness. It has nothing to do with not drinking. In fact, they've done studies of people that have not gone to AA and people that have gone to AA. And they've discovered that if you want to get sober, if you want to live, you have a better chance of going sober and being sober by just not drinking and not going to a 12-step program. Because those people that don't drink and do it on their own tend to have a survival rate here. Those people go to AA tend to have a survival rate down here. AA sucks. It's a religious program. Doesn't do anything to help you. Thumbs up. Wow, 15 minutes. Oh my God. Do I have time for this? I'm going to try and quickly thank 20 to 25 people because there's running out of time. I'm cutting out a whole bunch of things that I would normally say. So Philip Butler, thank you very, very much. And the Horror Files, thank you, greatly appreciated. Terpenoid Abbas, thank you very, very much. KMD Lyric / Evolutions, thank you, greatly appreciated. Batmon, I appreciate that very much, thank you. Dragon Master 77, thank you very, very much. And Why Don't You Remember My Name, thank you very, very much. Cass Cody, thank you for your comments, greatly appreciated. Maddie Metz, thank you very, very much. And Dankful, greatly appreciated. And then there is Ahmed Mastoy, thank you. Quinn C. Vitale Pape, P-A-E, thank you very, very much. Solid Innovation Studio, like that name, thank you. And then there is Kali Friday, thank you very, very much. And Joseph Brewer, thank you. Breaker Games, if I said this twice now, then son of a gun, thank you very, very much. And Mark V, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. Shaniqua Lashana Jackson, thank you so very, very much. And Mr. Retro Gaming Bard, son of a gun, thank you very, very much. Hackerman, greatly appreciated. And then Irina Gates, thank you. And Hip Hopopotamus, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. Michael S. wants a shout out and got another one. I think he had one yesterday. And then Menthol Kraton, thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Ice Demon, thank you so very, very much, son of a gun. It is 16 minutes and 45 seconds. I blew through that one very, very quickly, so I've actually got time to do this one if I can find it. I had to restart my computer because the internet was down. Thank you, Comcast. That's what the word is. I want to give people greetings in their home languages. If you'd like to hear a greeting in your home language, if you could tell me how to say hello and good morning in your language, I will do my best to put it into the greeting. So, bom dia, dia did, dia gwit, guten tag, buenos dias, abuna de manata, ohio, labri, labas ritas, kamusta, bongiorno, terra homikos, yorigeld, bari luz, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, matenba, bareda, bokertov, mesa ol haley, ahanyo is the one that's missing. Ahanyo mesa ol haley, Jean Dobry, or less formally, chest, labdien, dobre utro, dobre rano, privyat, merhaba, go morgan, god morgan, and of course go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink, with good friends. And my thanks to Yoshi Egg 118 once again for having recompiled my list for me after I'd lost it during a hard drive crash. Son of a gun. I like to keep these under 20 minutes, and I'm pushing it now, especially since nobody watches anything past 2 minutes and 50 seconds, according to Google Analytics. So, if you could check out some of my links, that would be awesome. You just click show more, pooh, they open right up. It's quite awesome. My thanks so much to all my GoFundMe contributors. Thank you much. I greatly appreciate it. And to all my Patreon.com patrons. I'm working on another video for y'all. Thank you so very, very much. Greatly appreciated. If you could toss me a like, that would be nice. Any positive validation for my existence is greatly appreciated. I think all of us really do like validation for our existence. Positive validation, no less. So thank you so very, very much. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. Greatly, greatly appreciated. But if you're not really down with it, then, you know, don't. Pity subscriptions aren't needed, aren't wanted. They don't help me. They don't help you. They don't help anybody. But if you are down with it, glad to have you. Hope to keep you forever and ever and ever. Well, possibly not forever. I mean, not trillions of years, but at least until the sun expands past the limits of our orbit. Thumbs up on that. Well, I'm at 19 minutes and change. I rattled on about alcoholism. I hope that you all enjoyed. You have a great day today. I'm going to try and get my reaction video done. I'm going to try and get a game video done. I've got my Veterans Administration meeting today. I need to get to that. It's at 1:30, so yay. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. I'm not going to stop making videos. I'm shocked and horrified by the absolute decline of everything on my channel, but subscriptions, thank you so much for the subscriptions. Greatly appreciated. You have a very good day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.